Alright, good morning everybody. I hope you're doing great today. I hope you're having a good morning, drinking your favorite hot beverage of your choice. In my case, it's coffee. So, let's get straight to it. Welcome and thanks for joining. So, let's see what we're gonna draw today. Honestly, I don't really have any specific plans. So I asked around and there were two topics that came up. One is sort of like dinosaurs or prehistoric stuff. It's partially inspired by my recent visit to one of the museums nearby, where I saw a lot of cool old skeletons. But it seemed like people really relate to dinosaurs for some reason. And second is, since it's autumn and it's end of September, people are starting to get excited about pumpkins and all that, orange, red color madness. So, what I was thinking, maybe we can combine the two, and whoever wants to draw something, dinosaur-y, be my guest. Whoever wants to draw pumpkin, be my guest. Whoever wants to draw a dinosaur that's colored like a pumpkin, that's also really cool. And that's what I think I will be doing. So you can draw a skeleton of the dinosaur, or a whole dinosaur, or a pumpkin that looks like a dinosaur. Go wild. Why not? So where's my pencil? So I think I will start off. Yeah, there are these two topics. They're here just in case. Prehistoric and pumpkin. We have about 2 hours to go. Let's do it. Obviously, we do need some references. Hey, good morning, Chaiwa. And I will show you some of the pictures that I took from there, and I don't know, I wonder if you can see it here actually. Yeah, so this is a dinosaur. I'm thinking about some sort of like the the running dinosaurs, those not these huge ones that eat trees, but more like these quick agile dinosaurs that were covered in feathers, and the feathers apparently used to be very bright and colorful. So I'm thinking, what if that color is the color of the pumpkin? So let's leave some space here in the middle for the bigger drawing of the dinosaur. And in the meantime, draw some thumbnails, I think. So, what do you think about the topic? Do you think dinosaurs are cool? Do you agree with people who think that way? Or are you more like a pumpkin type of person? So they have massive back legs. And kind of small front legs. Maybe they'll have like, I don't know, I'm just going weird here. Maybe they'll have some sort of like a tail feather something like that. We'll see how it goes. So I'm thinking maybe something like this. They usually have these like huge claws that are really scary. Maybe they'll have some sort of head feathers as well. No. Not really sure about this one. That looks like a chicken that has some problems with the neck. I think this one doesn't work. Let's try another one. Dinosaurs are hard. Maybe it will be like a blob dinosaur. Chinchilla, this one? Maybe. And it says bah. Yeah. That's about it. Yeah, not sure about this one. Or maybe it could be like a curled dinosaur that's kind of sleeping. So it looks like a pumpkin, and that's how they sleep. Yeah, it does look like a kangaroo. I can add this thing here, and now it's a kangaroo. Kind of. Very strange one, but yeah. Not sure. Let's see. What if we do some more research? I know, guys, it might be not the most exciting part, but let's just go on Pinterest and say, what are they called? The velociraptors? Let's see, raptor. Here we go. So these are apparently the. Come on. So they are kind of like they have a big head compared to the neck. So the neck here is much shorter, which kind of makes sense because they don't need such a long neck to get to the top of the trees. They just need to get to their prey. And then there's like a chest, kind of like a long body with these little hands here. Really cute, but probably also really deadly. Diplodocus are really cool. I agree. They're these huge ones, but I don't think they were covered in feathers. I think they were just like huge lizards. And then there is a long tail. Yeah, maybe something like this. And then there is also, of course, the mouth. Yeah, I'm not sure. What if I search for? Oh, there is a velociraptor in feathers. You see? Hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good actually. Velociraptor mongoliensis. It's like a reference sheet. Yeah, I think this is something we're gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna be drawing. What are you guys drawing? Are you drawing anything? Pumpkins? Dinosaurs? Nothings? I also am trying a different playlist this time. Let's see if it's better than the hip hop one. Okay, so let's just draw this dinosaur kind of. I'm just thinking about the pose, if I want them to be running or Pumpcosaurus, yeah. What's pumpkin in Latin? That's a good question. Alright, let's have the ground for the dinosaur to run over. And then let's say there is like maybe the body is kind of here, and then the head is kind of here. I don't think I want to make it too accurate according to like historical accounts of the dinosaurs. I think I might start with more realistic form and then maybe add some just additional fun elements to it. And you see, you taught me, Schmüllerkopfer, to use references. so now I'm using references. Which is great. References really help, I think. So, look at these claws. This is crazy. Why, like, what the hell is this? Like, why would you have your finger like that? It's so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. It also looks kind of disturbing. Anyway, I don't know. Should I draw it? It looks so weird. I mean, I guess I'll draw it for now, and then I will maybe remove it later, because I don't want to have this weirdness on my dinosaurs. I'm the designer of my dinosaur, so kinda can do whatever I want, right? And then this paw goes like this. Nope. That doesn't look like what I want it to look like. Let's pretend this never happened. Wow. Yeah, let's try this again. Maybe this paw goes a little bit further down, and then. What a strange sound. Can I change it? Yeah, I think I can. Still struggling to find copyright-free music for the stream that is not like electronic dance music or something like that. Apparently, people who do high-quality music want to get paid for it, which I can understand. It makes sense. Maybe what's then like the second one, if this is the how the first leg goes, then the second one should go like here, right? But then this part will be like here, and that looks really strange. I think maybe I should redo this one as well. It's more like going kind of straight down, just with a couple of curves. Yeah. Sorry. All right, I think maybe that's better now. Yeah, I think this is coming together now. Kind of. You know what? Maybe this. Oh wait, my camera is falling. Maybe. Like I don't really like to just draw creatures for the sake of drawing creatures, or even drawing characters just, you know, as a character themselves. Like it's more fun to have some story behind it, at least to me. So I'm always thinking like, can I add something to this dinosaur to make it more kind of like a story? And maybe it could be a fantasy story, you know, like it could be people riding dinosaurs. Obviously they've never met in real life, but who knows, maybe one day people will go crazy and revive some dinosaurs, and then we'll have Jurassic Park on our hands. I really like that at some point when everybody discovered that dinosaurs actually had feathers, they had to reissue all these all the books about dinosaurs and like make them more accurate, because I think until quite recently, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but in my head I have this picture of books that I used to read as a child, which had all these, you know, classic dinosaurs, and there was like one dinosaur in feathers and it was something really special. But apparently most of them had kind of feathers. This looks like a duck face in the front, which I don't think he has a duck face. Nah, that doesn't look like a duck. Alright. Seems like it's gonna be a short stream today. Unless we go wild and come up with something along the way. Who is anyone drawing there? I'm just curious. It's okay if not, but if yes, do tell me. Alright. So yeah, regarding the additional elements, I'm thinking maybe he has like a saddle here, and then there's like a person sitting on the dinosaur, or maybe it's a cargo dinosaur. I like the what? Oh, cool! You're drawing Schmidekopter. What are you drawing? Pumpkins. Let me guess. Well, I guess it's not a guess if you tell me that beforehand, but think. Yeah, so I like the idea of pumpkin dinosaur. Two pumpkin. Jesus. Cargo dinosaurs, or maybe he has like some sort of a saddle and like a stack of um, carpets, or maybe some goods, or like a basket of some sort. And then there are more things that he's carrying. Maybe it's a laundry dinosaur. Perfect. It's a laundry dinosaur. He has like baskets and piles of clothing that he's carrying, and everybody just gives him their dirty stuff, and he brings it to the Punkasaur. Cool. It's great. We will have like a Pumpkasaur horde at the end of the stream. So I think, yeah, I like the idea of him just collecting stuff around the village and then bringing it to the like a waterfall or something. And I don't know if there are other dinosaurs who are washing stuff. I doubt it. Maybe there are like these, what's the name? Raccoons. Yeah, raccoons who are trash pandas who are just washing stuff in the waterfall there. Maybe he's carrying like one sock in his hand, because that's the song that gets lost all the time. What do you think? How about this idea? I think it's pretty weird in a good way, so I think I'll keep it like that. Does he need like a? I think he maybe needs like some sort of flag, so people know that. Like maybe it's not a flag, but some kind of bells, like these Chinese, like, I don't know, are they Chinese bells, like with this kind of shape inside? I guess people like Christmas related characters also often have these like at the end of their head. It's a Christmas related character right there. Diplodocus with ropes tangled between them with wet clothes. Yeah, maybe I'll edit at the background, like one. There is this guy called James Gorney. He's really good. He wrote a few books on like lighting and all that, and like he is really good at painting light and atmosphere, and he has this series of, I don't know if it's actually novels or if it's just like series of paintings where he created this whole world called Dinotopia, where people and dinosaurs live together happily ever after. And it's really cool. It has some scientific, like sci-fi elements to it. It has some just like a dinosaur aesthetics to it, and it's really creative and amazing. So if you haven't noticed that somehow, just go check it out. I have the book about the lighting, and it's really good. He goes into details about like each type of lighting and how to paint them, and like what are the kind of differences between different types of lighting, like natural light and electric light and different lighting conditions. And in that book, most of the stuff that he has some realistic paintings as well, meaning not realistic but like plein air paintings, where he just paints from life kind of. These clothes must be huge if this is the side of a t-shirt compared to like Diplodocus. This is wild. Maybe it's not a t-shirt, maybe it's like a huge curtain. Yeah, anyway, he has this whole world of people and dinosaurs doing different stuff together, and it's pretty cool. That reminded me of it a little bit. So maybe he has some sort of like colorful ribbons here that are tied, and then maybe like wind chimes as well. Again, wind chimes. I don't know what's mean wind chimes. We had wind chimes on the previous stream as well. And of course, feathers everywhere. I think it's gonna be really tedious to draw all those feathers. But maybe just indicating, so this is not just some kind of skin, it's actually fur and feathers. Wait, Mosk wrote something big there. That's yeah. So for everybody who can't read Russian in chat, which I think currently everybody on stream can read it anyway, but yeah, it's I'm not gonna translate it. I think it's a cute idea to have like on Halloween this one is covered whole, and these guys are like just kind of only the head fits under the blanket, and they're yeah, it doesn't matter. So maybe these are Diplodocs, and they yeah, I think maybe I'll just add some more details to this guy, and I actually want to go straight into drawing with pen. That's a really cute idea, Musk. I like it. So this is laundry baskets and piles of stuff, maybe another basket on that side. What kind of eyes dinosaurs used to have? Is there a way to find that out? I guess by analogy with other creatures. You can take a look. Like, you know, birds for instance, they're the closest we have to dinosaurs, and birds usually have these like just round iris. Actually, I like how it looks with pencil, but it's just been half an hour. We should continue. All right, I think I'm done with the sketch. I'll take a picture of it just in case I need it. And then I'll go into I wonder if I should maybe cover it with paint first and then do the details on top. First of all, I guess I should lighten it up. How is the Pumpkasaurus going along? Do you base your Pumpkasaur on anything real, like on one of the real dinosaurs? Because there are so many, you can base your dinosaur on any of them. Alright, so I think now I will go ahead and do the watercolor wash on it. Tell us the options, we'll help you choose. What are your options regarding the dinosaurs? I think in the meantime, I'll try to mix some pumpkin colors. Don't really have any bright yellow. The only bright yellow I have, well, the only yellow watercolor I have. Oh, true. Is there a way to you can, I wonder if you can just send the, okay, I'm waiting. I wonder if there is a way to just send the image to the chat, but I'm not sure. I have this yellow, and it's not watercolor, so it doesn't mix with water. Okay, I'm stopping. You just go do your stuff. But yeah, but come back. So I have this one. Oh shit! It's gonna drip. It's gonna drip. Oh no, what should I do? Oh shit. Oh fuck, it dripped. Damn it. Anyway, so it's really bright and it's really pumpkin-like, but the problem is that it's ink, it's not water-based, so I mean, maybe it's water-based, but it's ink, so it doesn't mix with watercolor or with water. So I'm kind of worried that if I cover everything with this, I won't be able to do stuff on top. But we'll just check it real quick. Give me a moment. What's this? Is this watercolor paper? Yeah, this will do. Okay, I have this little piece of watercolor paper with some houses on top. Let's try this. So let's say I cover the whole dinosaur in this ink. That's a dinosaur. Now we'll let it dry. Real quick. Okay, Schmelikopter says, I heard that at first those feathers were there only to impress their dinosaur ladies. Then they started growing some kind of skin sacs under their hands in order to grow more feathers on them. And then skin sacs under armpits? Skin sacs? Disgusting. to grow more feathers on them. And then those dinosaurs who fell from the rocks survived more often if they had those feathered things on their hands. And that's how birds appeared. Camel. Well, that I don't know. Maybe that's how birds appeared. Never heard that story before, actually. So it does sound a little weird, but when you think about it, wings are basically just skin between elbows and ribs. So maybe that's true. It kind of gives you more surface skin things. Yeah. Alright, so this doesn't want to dry. Maybe I can tap it with something. With this thing, let's say. Okay, that helps. that helps it dry real quick. Okay, I think now. Oh my god, I think now it's dry. Let's try. Let's try to add watercolor on top. This stream is going well. Okay. So I can add watercolor, but if I add some water, it just kind of... Does it mix it? Kind of like makes it lighter a little bit for some reason. Now it looks like blood. Don't know. I think maybe that could work, but maybe that also would just ruin the whole dinosaur. Because the other option I have, oh look, I smeared it here as well. The other option is this, which looks really dull compared to this bright one. I don't know, I guess. No, actually I don't want to use ink and watercolor because they just don't go well together, and I think I'll have a lot of trouble trying to control them, so I guess I'll just use watercolor for now. And I'm trying to not put any water on the stuff on his back so it doesn't bleed there, because I do want to color him first just as a base coat to see what his potential is. This stuff, the robes, I think they're gonna be dark, so I can kind of safely go over them, because I will make them darker later anyway. It's just important to keep going from light to dark when you're doing watercolor, because I don't know, it's just easier. Fuck. What's going on today? What a clumsy day. It's Sunday though, so it can be clumsy, it's alright. Alright, I think that should be it for now. Let's get some color going. This ochre color, it looks so bright here, but it's actually quite dull. Let's get some sort of it's not as dull as I thought it is. Maybe it was just dirty. That happens to my watercolor a lot. I think that it's not bright and then it turns out that I just didn't wash it. Also, does it happen to you when you put your watercolor brush into the coffee that you're drinking instead of the water bottle? Almost happened to me just now. So I think it's a common problem. Just my hand is automatically going to the coffee. I should put this water thing closer, I guess. Schmelicopter, you didn't tell us about about your dinosaurs. I mean, it would be easier to look at them, but I don't know yet how we can manage this. I think I'm distracting you. Oh, that's dangerous. I think watercolor can survive coffee, but I'm not sure about Apple Pencil. Did it leave through it? I think we need to get some pumpkin references, because references are important. Yeah, of course it's pumpkin pies everywhere. No, I want pumpkin, I don't know, color? No. Pumpkin fruit? Is it a fruit? Yeah, okay. There are these green pumpkins that I'm thinking about, that are kind of like green on top and yellow at the bottom. Some kind of like this, but not as ugly. I mean, these are beautiful in their own way. But yeah, I'm thinking more in the direction of these kind of like these green ones with the yellow bottom. Like these ones, I think. The striped ones. That's what I have in mind for this fella. Don't know if it's gonna work or if it's a good idea for a dinosaur to be like that, but only one way to find out, I guess. Also, I will use a little bit of this ink just to bring some brightness to his bottom side. I think it's gonna get covered with watercolor on top anyway, so we might not see much of this. And I'm worried that I might be ruining my brush using it with this ink, but oh well. I'm also ruining my hand a little bit here. Hey, good morning, Chucha. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so today we're going a little bit wild. There were two ideas that we just decided to combine. One was dinosaurs and like prehistoric, pre-human era stuff, and another idea was pumpkins because it's autumn and everything. So we decided to combine those two, and now it's Pumpkinosaurus or something like that. Are you gonna join us in this madness? I hope you are. Let's maybe change music to something more relaxed. Let's see. The previous station was called Chill, but it felt really not as chilled as I would expect it to be. Yeah, the stream will be available on Twitch for the next 2 weeks. It records there automatically, and then you just go to the channel, and there you can watch it for the next 2 weeks if you want to. I'm not sure about like having YouTube channel for that, because I don't know. Do you think it makes sense to create a YouTube channel? I mean, I think I have a YouTube channel for Sketchbook somewhere, but never uploaded anything there. Okay, shall we? It said that you can't stay with us longer, but it's okay. I'm still curious to see if you're gonna draw a Pumpkinosaurus and how it's gonna look like. Ooh, open lesson for kids. That's cool. I hope you get some nice behaving children there. Alright, I think it's time to add some greens. Maybe. I mean, I guess the first thing that comes to mind when you're thinking about pumpkin is more like orange stuff. But for some reason, I really like this. I don't know. Come back. This like yellow and green pumpkin. Let's find a better reference maybe. No, these are too round. Like kind of like this one. Like I kind of like that it's unusual, and I don't know, you might even think ugly if you're used to other pumpkins, but that's, for some reason, that's what I like about them. And I think this dinosaur is also a little bit, I don't want to say ugly, but it's just, it's not as a, you know, when you're thinking about pets like cats and dogs and parrots and whatnot, you kind of imagine them like cute and adorable and all that stuff. But dinosaur, even as a pet, they, I don't know, they kind of don't look that friendly, probably because of their faces. But I think it's like they don't look that friendly. that's what I wanted to say. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to add. And that's what makes them a little bit ugly if you think about them as pets, you know. Maybe these feathers are like really bright yellow feathers or something. Let's leave them just for now. And there you have these like kind of like dotted texture, the pumpkins. So I want to add that one as well. And sometimes it's even darker green. So let's maybe add that green as well. Just add a little bit of blue to it. Whoop, that's a little too much. What's this? Why do I have the edge now? Just add some water to blend those greens and oranges together. I feel like his butt should also be green. I don't know why I think that. Never saw a dinosaur anyway, so especially not a pumpkin dinosaur. Alright. He will need some more detailed work with the hair, I think. Because for now it kinda doesn't look like he's covered with feathers, I think. What about the legs? Should they also be green? Just a little bit. I feel like it's, I don't know, it's kind of appropriate. Maybe his elbows are like also green. Just to add some contrast to his hands and his knees on the feet. Just think maybe green is more appropriate for these skin parts. Yeah, not sure. Not sure about this one. But what was his head? Do you think the head should also be green? He sneezes on his feet? Little Diplodocus. That's how is it possible? I don't know. I didn't say anything about sneezing on the feet, but we'll see. Hey, Black Boys, thanks for subscribing. I mean, following. Whose knees? What's happening? What? Who? Okay, stop it. Just draw. Okay. I think I kinda like this hand, but I like that it's green compared to yellow stuff behind him. Like, it kind of makes, I don't know, it kind of makes sense in my head. Let's make his head also green, because it sounds like that would make sense, right? Because his belly is yellow, so his throat will be yellow, but the top of his head might be also green. Yeah, I think he does look like a duck, and that's what I don't really like. But I'm not sure I can fix it now. I'm kind of too far now. Just gonna add some more details here and there. Maybe some darker colors on his back, his tail. I wonder how I should approach the feather situation, because it doesn't look feathered now. I wonder if I should just like do it with watercolor or try to do it with ink later. And I think these top feathers on his head, they should be really probably also yellow, right? Or not yellow, green probably. Pan, okay. That's easier than watercolor. And since I'm using so less kind of so English, Jesus. Since I'm not using so much paint, it's kind of easy to let it dry real quick, because I'm not using so much water, rather, not really paint. Now I just got the brush a little smaller. Just add those feathers in. The big ones at least. I think the small ones I'll do with pen, because you won't see much color on them anyway. But these big ones probably makes sense to do with watercolor. Yeah, something like this I guess will do for now. Also, what about his eye? Needs a color, but maybe I'll let it dry first. And I'll add just a little bit of this yellow ochre at the bottom, just to kind of make him more, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, make him more texturized. Yeah, I don't know. I think I will darken stuff later anyway with some blue watercolor to just add some shading when it's all dry. But for now, maybe it's time to draw the laundry on his back. Oh, you know what? Maybe first I'll just do a really simple ground, because it will look better when he's standing on the ground, I think. Or maybe not. But maybe. Yes. I think. You know, it always puts objects into the space, so it helps to imagine it being more real than it is. Something like that. Kind of immediately makes him feel more, not just floating in the air, but kind of more realistic, I guess. Not sure about the background. If I want to add sky behind him, maybe not. But I think I will work on the... Whoa, Musk. Oh, whoa. You're taking watercolor in your hands? What's going on? Just what? You never did watercolors. You take a brush, then you put it in water, and then you put it in watercolor, and then you draw. That's the basic idea behind watercolors. Alright, I think I'll go with this sepia color first. Whoa, that's really much. Now this dripping. Doesn't matter. It's all fine. There is a stick behind him. This stuff, the bell probably should be like golden color. It's like an ice cream truck with their stupid sounds, but it's a laundry velociraptor. It's kind of the same idea. Then the ropes probably will be also this sepia. I really like this sepia color. It's really cool. Like, it's kind of neutral, so you can do so many different things with it. I think I will use this for the ropes. Hey Mosk, how is it going with watercolor? Yeah, let's maybe make it a little bit darker. Oh no, Mosk is not answering. He either is really busy or something else. So I hope he is really busy watercoloring. Now the basket is probably yellow, right? This is a laundry basket. As you can see, since the water, yeah, he might be in trouble. Maybe watercolor is drawing with him now. Maybe it took over. So maybe I'm currently thinking about what color should I make the clothes, like, because he's carrying a pile of some kind of clothing and I don't know, carpets and blankets, but I don't want to make them just white. But on the other hand, I don't want to make them super colorful because it might take away from the dinosaur himself. I kind of want him to be the main like the main character on the sheet. Maybe kind of like bluish colors, blue and reds. Also, there is another basket behind him. You don't see it, I don't see it, but it's there. At least that was the plan. Like this one. But maybe it's just a tiny bit darker than the one in front. Even a little bit blue. Yeah, just to make them a little different from one another. What kind of dinosaur are you drawing? Did you make up your mind, or did it just happen accidentally, as sometimes it does? Okay, time to paint the Cute-osaurus. That's nope. That's too cute. Doesn't count. Cute-osaurus. No. Maybe my Dinosaurus is also Cute-osaurus. But I can really imagine you drawing a Cute-osaurus there. Really looking forward to seeing it in the Instagram later. On Instagram? Yeah, of course. Not in. Right now, I think it's really like the watercolor doesn't want to lay down on this paper without additional wetness, and that's a little bit annoying, but alright, we'll get through it. Nice Galazaurus. That doesn't sound bad. I'm really glad you like it. Because it was all kind of an experiment. Didn't know how it's gonna turn out. That's the fun of it, I guess. Partially it's kind of annoying, and I know it makes me worry sometimes when I'm drawing and thinking like, oh, I can ruin it now if I pick the wrong color, or if I do this line here or there. But at the end of the day, first of all, I think if I can draw it once, I probably can draw it second time if I really need it. And second, I guess if you're just doing like kind of going out of your comfort zone in that way and trying something that you are afraid of trying, at the end of the day it gives you more confidence. Like even if you ruin your artwork, which you most likely won't, but even if you do, it gives you confidence that you wanted to try something and you did, and it gives you knowledge. So next time you will know how to avoid the mistakes that you've made. Or maybe it will turn out great, so you don't know until you try. This is maybe like really lightly greenish color. Maybe this is like dark purple roll of, like a dark roll of carpet or something. Ready to be laundried by the Laundrysaurus. I don't know why this watercolor lays down so weirdly on that. He doesn't look steady. Why would he look steady though? It doesn't have to look steady. Did you hear something weird again? Or did I say something wrong? How is it going, Musk? Sounds like you're a little bit in trouble there. Show us everything. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna show it. Instagram. We need to see your first steps as the watercolor artist. All right. Little bit big trouble. Yeah, just edit the Instagram stories. Nobody will see it. Look, there are not so many people right now here, so you can safely share it and nobody will see it. I promise. And then you can delete it from Instagram stories. How about that? We do need to chat. We do have this chat actually. If you go in Telegram, there is, I think I added the group there where you can actually talk about stuff. Let me see. If you go to Telegram group for sketchbook, then you go to no, there was this thing somewhere, like a discussion group or something it's called. Anyway, yeah, we can yeah, it's so recently they added this thing that if you have a channel on it on Telegram, you can add some, like you can create a discussion group, and then automatically from your channel the posts will get posted into the discussion group, and that's where you can, like, all the members of the group can share their stuff and talk about it and all that. I created that, but I have never tried it yet, so maybe we can figure out how that works, and maybe that will help. I thought it's just a little bit too much contrast there. Yeah, something like that. But we do need a way to share maybe like progress images or stuff like that. And we do need to figure out something with the music. Although it's not that bad. It's... Oh yeah, it's working. Yeah, how did you find that? So we have this group called Sketchbook Side Notes. And we have this stuff posted by Schmutterkopter there. Discuss. Yeah, so see, posted, and then it is really cute. Oh, it's made out of pumpkin. Oh no, it's too cute. Would be cool if he would be like the, you know, the pumpkin grows, and then it grows into the dinosaur, and then the dinosaur kind of walks away from the root of the pumpkin. I think that would be cool if it's not like if the dinosaur is the fruit of the pumpkin bush, you know what I mean? Or tree, or like plant, that's the word. Pumpkin bush. What the fuck? It's time to add those little ribbons. Alright, maybe the second one is yellow. Yeah. Or not too much water. Mosk, you can you can also share your image to that chat. No, you show now. What do you mean you're busy? You're busy with showing us your watercolor. Maybe. I hope. Shadow. Well, you can let the watercolor dry first, and then just add some blue, like a little bit of blue watercolor on top. That's what I will do with this one. So like here, for instance, it's dry now, and I can just add some blue on top, and it will just look like shadow. I will show you in a second. So maybe adding some details to this basket behind could be a good idea. And then adding some details to the basket in front also could be a good idea. Like this. Just some kind of texture. Yeah, with this Telegram group, I think I should encourage more people to join it, because then we can have proper discussions there, and maybe we can think about topics for the next stream, and if some people have any requests or ideas. So there's that. And then we can also share our art there and everything. Come on, Musk, it's time. Yeah. Somebody just joins the stream and then it's like, what did you draw? Show us everything right now. It's a friendly environment. Show us now. No pressure, do it. That's how it sounds like. Which sometimes is exactly what people need. Just a little bit of a, kick in the butt. I think I want to switch back to the other camera. And also I want to switch this music a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Pop. No, let's try ambient. Maybe ambient is good. I think with shading it just starts to take shape a little bit better. You can at least understand like some of the objects here and what's going on with them. Some sort of like a pile of clothes there. No big deal for the laundry hours, but still a lot of work to do. I wonder if the laundry hours can just say like, no, stop it. I can't take anymore. Or can you just keep piling your clothes on there? Do dinosaurs have a say in what happens to them? Not sure. Alright. Did Musk... Oh yeah, Musk shared something. Let's see. Oh. That's the Diplodocus with the laundry. Maybe I can show it here. No, can't see it. Maybe here. Anyway, if you're interested, I really like it. It's not doesn't look like you did a lot of watercolor yet, but so far so good. I think. Just don't be afraid to mess it up with watercolor, because that's part of the fun. First you mess it up and then you fix it and then it looks amazing. Or, okay. Alright. Some more shadow here. Alright. Something like that. Yeah. And then I think there is the last one. I'm kind of rushing through this top part because I really want to add shadows to his body to make him feel more alive. But I also want to finish this part first. So it might look a little bit rushed, because it is. Also, I want to be able to add some fan texture on top of it. So that's also gonna take some time. And we have about half an hour left, or at least on the stream. The sock is important, obviously. As every laundrosaurus will tell you, socks are really important. I wonder who would get the blame if the sock gets lost. Like, will it be this guy? Or will it be the guy who is washing? I think historically in pop culture, dinosaurs have yellow eyes, so that's what I'm gonna go with as well. And then I will put the black iris in the middle when it's dry. Let's add more ropes, I think. And ropes I add with this sepia color. It's really nice, as I mentioned. One of my favorite watercolors right now, I think. How is it going there with the cute-as-ours? Did you make up the story already? If he's actually if he's an animal or if he's a plant? Do you know that stuff already? I'm curious. Just add some more ropes, and also I'm trying to get rid of these white bits that I left for some reason. Don't know why I did that. Maybe I was trying to avoid the mixing of watercolors between his skin and the planimal. We got some watercolors from Mosque. I think you're getting there. I think they maybe it's harder because you're drawing on dry, and watercolor really likes water. I mean, it's in the name. And what I mean by that is that you can water the paper first and then add watercolor, then it blends in with each other really well. Or you can just take much more water than you think you need. I'm adding extra ropes. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm doing that anyway. So let's see. Let's see if it brings anything to the this guy. Maybe it will ruin everything, but as I mentioned before, maybe not. I feel like this way of putting loads on animals is very inefficient because like if you want to take part of it off, you will have to like untie his whole body. That's kind of stupid, I must say. But you know what? It is what it is. Oh, you know what? Maybe it would be... Oh, I have an idea. Whew. It's an epiphany. Okay, so this guy, the color of the ribbons will indicate the color of clothing that he's taking. You know, like they might... this is so stupid. They might wash separately like colorful clothing and black and white. So I will just color this beige thing with some maybe like red dots or something. Oh, this is genius. I mean, it's also really stupid, but I love it. So yeah, he is. That's why he's has one red ribbon, and maybe the other one will be blue. Actually, not yellow. Can't really see that it's blue because it's so dark. I kind of took a little bit too much pigment, I think. So now I'll have to remove it with some extra water, and maybe I'll just take this drastic thing. Yeah, something like that. Now it looks a little bit green because it was yellow before, but I think that's fine. I can work with that. I can add some more details with the pen and it will be fine. I wonder about these other... oh, these are not ribbons, these are wind chimes. Maybe that ambient music is a little bit too ambient. What do you think? How about happy? Shall we try happy? Or upbeat? Let's try let's try happy and see how it goes. I would imagine that it's bad, but you never know until you try. Let's add some more green on his head, I think. I mean, I just want to separate the feathers from the skull a bit. These ones. Okay, this. It's kind of hard to draw his like I'm trying to add a little bit more volume to his head, but it's kind of weird, right? No, maybe it's alright. Alright, now that's a really happy song. Yeah, let's. It's too happy. Let's try something different. Is this one happier? So this one is so happy. Happiness incoming. Okay, I hear you guys. Switching back to good old hip hop. Maybe one day I will figure out how to properly get music for streaming. I mean, I can get good electronic music, but like I can't really, because for instance Monster Cat, like I think it's like a record label, they have a subscription that you can purchase from them that allows you to stream their music, and they produce really high quality music, but it's still electronic music. It's like I can't really choose, oh, let's, I don't know, today listen to music that suits Dungeons and Dragons or whatnot. Unfortunately, that's not really a choice there. But we'll see. Maybe there are other decent options. Yeah, I'm as you can see, I'm just yeah, I mean there is a guy called Denheim who's playing this, who has a lot of albums of this kind of like Scandinavian music, and he has his own 24 hours 7 days a week live stream of his music. I mean, you can just like, it's kind of like a radio of his own music, and I'm really jealous of that. I mean, not really jealous, but I admire that, because I think it would be really cool to have enough music to turn on your own radio. Then you don't have to think about what music to use in videos or in streams or whatnot. Like, you can always just take your own music, unless somebody else claims it's their music. Have you heard about this like problem on YouTube that creators have whenever they post something? No, I cannot. I mean, I can turn on any music I like in my room, but as soon as I start streaming it, it's like public usage of music, and for that you need a special license. And since everybody has their own, like everybody is their own provider, like, you know, some are signed up with Sony, some are with, like, I don't know, Warner Brothers Group or Universal Music Group or whatever it's called. So you kind of need all the licenses from everywhere. But there is a different problem on YouTube. When you're like, even if you create music yourself and you post it on your own channel, as your own video, people can still come to your, like, find your video and claim a copyright strike and say that it's actually their music. And YouTube has this algorithm that whoever claims someone else's music, like if for instance I put my music on YouTube and then you come and say, hey YouTube, that's actually my music, you know who gets to decide whose music it is? You. And obviously you can say like, yeah, that's my music, I did it, even if it's not yours. And then my video with my music that I produced and posted will be demonetized. I won't get any revenue from it. I mean, I'm not on YouTube anyway, but there is this big problem right now with people just being assholes and trying to rip off other people. Really, really sad indeed. A lot of people are on YouTube, like the creators who produce their own stuff, they're complaining right now a lot, and like they're basically thinking what to do next, because YouTube is the world's largest video sharing platform, and there are these like really bad kind of rules, or at least there used to be, everything used to be more or less fine, but they're changing the rules during the game kind of, and that's really sucky. So we'll see where it will, how far will it get before people start creating their own YouTubes and competing. I mean, I guess there is also Vimeo and all that stuff, and some people are using it, but obviously it's not as popular as YouTube. There is like 1 million hours of video uploaded to YouTube every second or something like that. It's insane. Yeah. Anyway, how's it going along? We have like 15 minutes left on stream, and the rest I think will be done off stream if there is something else to be done. How is it coming along there? How are the watercolor struggles, Mosque? What about, wait, Chuchu was here just a second ago. Doesn't she have a lesson for kids? Something like that? What is she doing here? What fuck? What happened? Did you drip all over the page with your watercolor? I mean, that's usually the first thing you do as a beginner watercolor artist. just giving him a little bit more of this dark coloration on top. I think I really like it, that's why I'm adding it. And I kind of like the gradient from this to yellow at the bottom and at the belly. And maybe also the knees are a little bit darker. And the elbows, like all that part. His feet should be kind of brown because he's always running in dirt and all that stuff. That's a good tradition, I think. I mean, would be better to draw on stream, but just watching stream and maybe getting inspired potentially, that's also great. Especially if it kind of inspires you to draw something later. I think that's in... where is it? Is it in Israel that the week starts with Monday? I'm not sure, but I think it is there. I think he's missing one front paw. Like maybe it's just hanging out here. Let's just edit there without actually sketching much. Yeah, that's fine. Shouldn't be too fancy. It's just a dinosaur's paw. Nothing fancy. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think maybe I'm done with watercolor on this stage. I kinda can add more watercolor like in his chest and maybe like on his face, just to make it a little bit more textured, so to say. But I want to do this stupid diplodocus at the back. And then maybe I'll still have some... No, we'll have 10 minutes, that's not much. Maybe I'll just do the pan and detailing of the stream later. And then post this whole thing in the evening. Diplodocs are probably also green, because they eat a lot of grass. And as we know, everything that eats grass or trees is green. Like cows, sheep, all these guys, all green. Diplodocs have really long tail. Okay, maybe one of them will be actually blue, or a little bit more blue than the other one. Maybe they face the same way, just one is looking from one is looking to his left. No, whatever. You'll see when I draw it. It's kind of really sad. Hey, Moth, hold on. 10 minutes more. Just a little bit longer. Do another watercolor stroke or something. Just hold on there. If you practice every Sunday, you will get somewhere eventually. So, I mean, once a week isn't much, but it's better than nothing, I say. Just thinking out loud, okay? Now, let's draw these guys. I think maybe the clothing there that's hanging there will also be colorful. So let's just add some red stuff, maybe like red pants and like t-shirts and everything. Like this looks like meat. Kind of disgusting. But another pair of pants, maybe longer this time. I'll have to not forget to add the pants hashtag, because that's what I do. Some longer things, maybe like a dress, I don't know. Maybe some just dark things as well. Yep, that's a big dark blob. Maybe some are different dark color. Maybe some are yellow. Doesn't look like yellow much, but yeah, I don't know. I guess something like that will do. Pants! Yeah. He doesn't look feathery at all, which I don't really like. But maybe I will add some texture with the pen later. Because I think so far I'm kinda happy with how it looks with watercolor. It's not, I don't know, does it look like a pumpkinosaurus? Yeah, well, maybe it's a squashosaurus. Yeah, I guess from a pumpkinosaurus you would expect like orange rather than green and yellow. Don't know, I kinda like green and yellow as well. Which he's falling, yeah, he's falling in front. But actually his tail helps him a lot. Maybe I will make the tail longer, or you know what I will do? I think I have a genius solution. I will make this blob on the tail much bigger. Straight with watercolor, and it might ruin everything, but also who cares? Yeah, there you go. Now he's not falling anywhere because he has this huge blob at the back of his tail, at the end of his tail. which helps him to stay balanced. Did it help? Maybe not. More laundry. I don't know, I think it might look too silly at that point. He's already carrying a sock, come on. Do you think he needs like a harness or whatever it's called, the face harness, the thing on his, you know, like the ropes for his mouth, or he's a wild laundry pumpkinosaurus? He's wild, yeah, I agree. How is it going there with the pumpkinosaurus of your kind? The cute, what did you call him? The cute dinosaur thingy? Maybe I will add a little more of this yellow madness somewhere. Actually, I think I'll just finish it up with the brush pen. I lost my Tombow brush pen, which I liked, and I had to buy this new one. It's kind of similar. It also has this thick and thin possibilities, but I don't know, it's a little bit too soft, so I can't really make the thin lines consistently, at least comfortably, but it's alright. It's kind of similar. It's the Pentel, I don't know, touch pen, whatever. Alright guys, I think this will be the end of today's stream. Thank you very much all for joining. I hope you had a good time. I hope you drew something or got inspired. At the end of the day, that's the main point of these streams. So have a good day, have a good week, and I think I will see you all next week, the same time. Thank you, and bye bye. Oh wait, I completely forgot to tell you that if you post something on this, like if you draw something on the stream and then post it on Instagram, don't forget to add the hashtag psketchbookstream. I will add it here, but obviously you need to add it in the whatever, in the hashtags. Okay, bye. Thanks for joining.